Okay, guys, I want to give you an idea about how to get through the seller's closing costs / the seller's net sheet in the MLS. This will really show you how to come up with what your seller should walk away from closing. And it's good when you have several offers on the property or when you have people thinking that they can't accept a specific offer because they're not sure how much they'll walk away with. And it's something that you should present to sellers when you're meeting with them at your initial listing appointment, and then also do it again when you have offers and you're explaining to them how much they can walk away with. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do, log in the MLS, obviously come here, go to financial, drop down to seller net sheet, and this will take you to where you can plug in the cost. Now, I have specific figures that I have set in here that are default right now. You can change them and add them if you go to preferences. So if you click on preferences, you can put in different fees down here, and you'll see as I go through the sheet, but you can add different things to change if you want to add something in for default setting. Okay, so first thing you do is you're going to plug in an address. Okay, we'll use 144 Mansfield Boulevard North and see what that comes up with. Again, you're going to be using your seller's address in here, and again, it's great to use when you're meeting with the person on the listing presentation. Wow, who was that? I don't know who that person is, but that's my house. All right. So, you will have the assessment that pops in here, the municipality, you have the annual taxes for the property that pop in there as well. You need to pick a settlement date. So let's just say I pick a settlement date April 30th. Okay. Then I'll put in a sale price, let's just say $325. So you put in whatever that is. If you don't know what the mortgage amount information is, fine, you don't have to put it in, but it's good to get that from them so you can give them a pretty accurate and good number about what they're going to walk away with. So grab the first mortgage balance and then the second mortgage balance if they have a line of credit, home equity loan, or something like that. Okay. Now, if there is going to be a seller assist, if the seller is paying closing costs, you can pop that in here, whether it's a percentage or if it's a dollar figure. If they're paying $5,000 in closing costs, put that in there. The brokerage commission, you're going to put that in there, whatever the brokerage commission is that you have on the listing contract. The transfer tax will automatically pop up here as a standard new construction transfer tax. Now, if it is someone that is a senior, drop that down and watch the rate drop by a lot. So you want to check with your seller if they are over 62. If they are over 62, they will get a break on that. I'm not over 62, so I'm going back to that. Okay. You can also over here check on the taxes. So this is how you can figure out what they're going to get back as far as a credit or a debit for the taxes. Now, if the taxes are paid for the second quarter, since we're closing April 30th, the taxes are probably not going to be paid there, but you can either have this here, that's what the quarterly taxes are, and you can drop it to paid or unpaid. And that will tell you what they're going to owe or what they're going to get back. Okay, so if we're closing April 30th, that is going to be before the second quarter taxes are paid. So I'm going to check off unpaid on that, and then you'll see what's going to be owed for closing. Okay, if there is an HOA fee, you can put that in here. Now, some other charges over here that I have for default: settlement fee, $250, which is very standard from the title company. Your client's going to be paying at closing. Notary over here, because all the documents have to be notarized, $25. Broker fee, we do not charge a broker fee. Please do not ever charge a broker fee. I can't stand that. It's an insult to the clients, my personal opinion. Certifications, if any certifications are needed, $50. If they have an attorney, plug that in here. There's always a shipping cost you're going to see at closing. If there's a home warranty that you got, if you have an HOA and you need a certificate of resale, that's here. Doc prep is going to be to have the seller's closing docs prepared by an attorney. Release fee, $250 to have the liens released, and conveyancing fee. You're seeing a lot of title companies charging this fee at closing as well to handle everything on the seller's behalf. $200, maybe a little bit less, but $200. So once you get done plugging in all of your fees, then you can preview what this net sheet is going to be, and this will give a breakdown with everything. And you can see that a sale price $325, all your charges are in here, 0 credits coming back. Sale price, nothing in there for the mortgage, what the actual settlement charges are, and what their net proceeds are going to be. Now, if I do find out what is owed on the mortgage, and let's say you got a first mortgage in there of $250,000, okay? That's obviously going to change what that net is going to be. Preview that, and you see that they're going to walk away with about $47,000. And that's a good number to be able to talk to your client about and ask them, hey, look, based on this price of $325, you're going to walk away with around 47 grand. Does that sound good? Nodding your head. And if it's not, trying to walk back into the numbers to see where it's not good. and how that number sits with them. Okay. You'll also see a signature line here and a date line, which I'll show you, which is really good to use. And this is something you can actually put in a dot loop and have them sign off on. And I think it's important that you do that when you're meeting with them and you're in the listing presentation, because when you go through this with them, and everyone should go through this with them, you have them sign off on that. Then as you're getting up to closing, what does happen, I'm not saying it happens all the time, but sometimes you'll have a seller question you on some of these fees. Why am I doing this? You didn't tell me about this. You didn't tell me about the transfer tax. When you can take this and show that to them and say, look, I did, we covered it, you even signed off on it, here's the date, they can't sit there and tell you that they didn't know about it. So you can revert back to this and tell them that, hey, I did explain it to you, I did go over it with you, you signed off on it, now sign the settlement statement, let's go. All right? So that is doing your closing costs. Now, when you're done, you can also email them out from here. You can print it out, you can save it, email it directly to your client from here. Great tool to use when you're meeting with sellers, when you're dealing with sellers, and when you're going over offers with your sellers. All right? Enjoy. Have any questions on it? Let me know.